You need to take fish oil, and here's why. The #1 killer today in the United States is heart disease, and a major contributing factor to heart disease are bad fats. The bad fats are omega-6 fats and trans fats. Maybe you've heard about trans fats. You've seen hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated oils in an ingredient list on a food. Not good, because trans fats and omega-6 fats damage your heart and blood vessels because they're not stable. They oxidize and break down and cause damage to the artery walls, which in turn damages your heart and blood vessels, hence contribute dramatically to cardiovascular disease. So omega-3s tend to be anti-inflammatory. They bring down inflammation and actually protect your heart and blood vessels. They're amazing for your brain, they're amazing for your eyes. But bringing down inflammation in your entire body is great for your joints, your wrists, your elbows, knees, back, everything. Brings down inflammation. And the lower you can keep your inflammation, the slower you're going to wear your body out. So in my office, we have actually a special test called an Omega Quant test. It's a simple test. A little bit of blood is drawn, it's a finger prick, and we're going to talk about that right now. So this is some special testing that we do in office, and it's literally as easy as a finger prick. It's a blood test that measures your EPA, your fish oil, omega-3 fish oils levels. If we look here, your index here, this is an example report, 4.81, it's on the lower end. Our desirable range for omega-3 fish oils is up here at the top, 8 to 12%. That's where we want to be with fish oil. The next page is omega-6 to omega-3. Omega-6s are those oils that are not so good for us. They tend to cause problems for us. They tend to be pro-inflammatory. So if you look at the range here, you do not want to be down in this red end. You want to be up here in this range. 3 to 1, 5 to 1 is the desirable range for omega-6s to omega-3s. Most Americans are actually 20 to 1. 20 omega-6s to 1 omega-3. They're really out of balance here. Arachidonic acid to EPA. Arachidonic acid is very inflammatory compared to EPA, which is very anti-inflammatory. So, of course, you want this range up here, 2.5 to 1 to 11 to 1. That's the range for those. Come down lower. Now this is trans fats. Maybe you've heard of trans fats. These are fats that are actually damaging to your heart and blood vessels. These are things like canola oil, really bad, nasty things for us. So desirable range, less than 1%. This person is 0.78, is in pretty close to good range with the trans fats. Then it goes into foods, the good foods that have really high fish oils. And fish oils are EPA and DHEA, eicosapentaenoic acid and docosahexaenoic acid. That's fish oil. So lots of seafood here. Now also we'll look at foods that are high in trans fats. And of course these are all the yummy fast foods and box processed foods. Cinnamon rolls, biscuits, mashed potatoes, muffins, chocolate chip cookie dough, high in trans fats. So we of course want to avoid these types of foods. So you just saw the testing that we do to test for omega-3s, and you know that omega-3s are really, really, really important for your body. Many people take omega-3s, they go to Costco and pick some up, and they will say, hey, what do you think of this supplement? So the big thing to focus on why omega-3s are important, and if you're using a really good supplement, is number one, is it fresh? And number two, is it clean from chemicals and heavy metals? We also want it from a good source. So this particular fish oil right here, it has EPA and DHA in it as well, but we're not certain where it came from. We're not certain how long it's been on the shelf, because I would say that fish oils are also very, very heat unstable. In other words, if they've been sitting in a truck, they've been stored in some place for a long period of time, and they haven't been tested, you really don't know what you're getting. So we typically will test patients on this. The one that I prefer is called, it's from Standard Process, it's called Olprima EPA and DHA. It has a really good balance of EPA and DHA. It's also very, very fresh, and it's also very, very clean. Independent laboratories have tested it to make sure that it's clean from heavy metals and chemicals. So this is, I take 6 of these a day. Why? Because I want to be very anti-inflammatory, I want my brain to work well. I want my eyes to be crystal clear. I still don't wear glasses. And my joints to feel amazing. So Olprima EPA DHA from Standard Process. If you're interested in this supplement, I have a link in the description. I'm also on social media, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, as well as Instagram. Hope you like this video. Have a great day.